Have you ever been at the cash register at one of those big box stores to buy, say, a shiny new flat-screen TV? And as you hand over your credit card, the cashier asks you if you want to purchase the extended warranty. Yes, for a fee, you can have the TV warranty extended from 1 year to 3 years. Well, don't do it. The reason is that electronics follow something called a bathtub curve in terms of performance. This means that they will fail in the first few months you have them, or they will work well until they simply wear out. So if you are covered for 1 year, you are generally okay for your new TV. Pipelines are known to follow a similar bathtub curve too. But for pipelines, the early failures come in the first 5 years of life, rather than the first 6 months like your TV. Then, aside from potential third-party damage, there is a very low constant failure rate through its life, until the pipeline starts to wear out and failures increase, making up the back end of the curve. Well, we at Jana got to thinking that it would be much better if we changed the curve so that we did not get failures of brand spanking new pipelines. It just seemed to make more sense to avoid that completely. Also, we noticed that some pipelines in distribution of gas and water were being replaced after only a generation or so. In other words, John here installed pipe back in the 70s as he and his wife had a baby, Sarah. Now Sarah is all grown up and is replacing the pipe that her daddy put in the ground. Again, it just seemed to make more sense to have the pipelines that Sarah is going to install last a lot longer than 1 generation. We think that Sarah's children can find other work to do when they get older. Faced with these two challenges, to eliminate early failures in pipe and to lengthen the life of the pipeline, we brought our brightest and best together, and they came up with a solution. In fact, they came up with a great solution. As my grandmother would say, a stitch in time saves 9. And that is what the solution is really all about. Called JanAcquire55, it involves integrating across the functions of the pipeline owner and also across the value chain of suppliers to the pipeline owner. Philosophically, if the pipeline owner is going to be left holding the bag of performance of a pipeline, he must control all aspects of the acquisition of a pipeline that affects its performance on both sides of the bathtub. And when we say control, we mean really control. The implications of this are profound to both the pipeline owner and to his suppliers. Everybody needs to behave in a different way, and everyone's interests need to align to the ultimate aim of eliminating those early failures and pushing out the end of life to a point where it is no longer relevant to discuss. What is most exciting is that this is not just theory. Jana is doing this now and changing the way new pipelines are put together, and, best of all, the way they perform.